Hey, and welcome back to episode 5 of Donkey Kong Country. I hope you've had a great day / night so far. Depending on how things go, this might be the last episode, but we'll just see, alright? Let's get on with this next one. Blackout Basement. Gimmick of this level, I guess I should have also... I guess I'll say it now and I'll write it in before I start, just like with the other level, potential seizure warning, just because of all the flashing lights and stuff. The gimmick of this one is the lights keep going out, and, gotta be careful. It's very easy to just, jump straight off an edge in this one, or, get hit by a random armadillo or something like that. Which... It kind of occurs to me, do you think that the reason there's an armadillo is because it's army themed and it's like army armadillo? Or do you think there is another reason behind that? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that really makes sense why there's armadillos here. But yeah. Watch out for that claptrap. He brought his buddies. There's a bonus area right here where this banana is. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to see in this level, because most of it's invisible. Ride the barrel. Be careful, because you can fly off the edge. Oh yeah, you need it for that. And this is the ending here. Yeah, that's that level down. Now it's to Boss Dumb Drum. It's just a giant oil, one of the enemy spawning oil drums. I'm going to have to see if I can get it back from my sister, but I would love to do a Donkey Kong Land playthrough on the Game Boy. Oh my god, that game is so good. I never got to play the other ones, but I really liked that one. The whole bit behind the story is after the success of Donkey Kong Country, Cranky challenged Donkey to... I'm going to switch to Donkey now. Cranky challenged Donkey to a contest, saying that the only reason he succeeded in his quest was because of the newer day graphics and stuff. So the whole reason of it being oh, it's on the Game Boy is Cranky is I bet you can't do it. Skill issue. But it's actually a really good one. If they ever brought it to the Switch, I would be pretty happy with that. If not, I'm going to have to see if I can get my sister to let me borrow it. This is the other track level. The gimmick with this one is that, the track, the platform is operated on fuel. So, you got to try and keep it topped up. The gas prices these days, I don't know how they do it, honestly. I used to be able to fill my car up 5-10 years ago, for less than 20 bucks. It's $13, $14. Now it's $40 just to fill up my car. It's crazy. I don't really blame any one person for that, because I understand that it's a collective. Not just between inflation, but it's a collection of the whole system. I'm not going to get into that too much because, I'm not, as stated before, I'm not a political channel and I don't want to have politics, dominate stuff. But just saying, just to finish this off, I understand that it's not just one person's fault. It's kind of the whole system's fault. And, I blame all of them. I don't just blame one person. I don't just blame the person that's convenient to blame for me and my idea. I'm politically unaffiliated anyway, so I don't have a team I'm playing for. And I will drop it right there because I don't want to get into that anymore. Watch out for the bees. The bees' knees. They're going to give us the business. But, yeah, you can just jump in this barrel. Watch out for the beaver. And, is this the one with Mankey? No. Okay. There's one where there's like a Mankey Kong right at the end. So now we're going to go to Manic Menser's. It's got all these, you know... Ow! Whoa, that was close. There's a lot of these tires here. Honestly, I don't know how the tires stay inflated. Like the spikes, the spikes on the inner part of the tire makes sense. Like, did they just glue them on or something? Because if the tire, I always imagine the spikes were like piercing the tire, and if that's the case, like, I don't know how it stays floated, like, you know, inflated. And like, are these tires like? Are they like the wheels from Kirby? Are they sentient? Or are they just like, I don't know, elaborate traps or something like that? Whoa, that was close. Take out that Crusher. I didn't even notice I didn't have a buddy. Well, you know what they say. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Which, if you think about it, that's kind of a messed up saying, isn't it? Like, you know that they're in need of something, so you're gonna, like, take advantage of it by, like, you know, taking advantage of their situation. They're in need, so it's like, oh yeah, if you're my friend, like, I'll be your buddy, and I'll help you out. Or is it like an inverse? Is it really meant to be like a friend? Oh, God, that was close. You see what I was saying about, like, Rambi taking you with him? Anyway, I wonder if it's actually meant to be the inverse, like, you know, a friend in need is a friend indeed, is really being like, you know, watch out for people who are desperate and needy, because they will come around and try to get stuff out of you and then turn around and leave you once they get what they wanted. I wonder what if that's supposed to be that, or if it's like the first bit. I guess it's something we'll never know, because we can just sit here and speculate all day. Hey, look at that. Sayings are kind of funny. Like, you know, I try personally when I hear something upsetting that somebody tells me, you know, they're like, oh, you know, this terrible thing happened to me, like I lost my job or something like that. Like, I try not to say I'm sorry to hear that, because, like, I know colloquially speaking, I'm sorry to hear that means like, oh man, it sucks that that's happening to you. I feel bad for you. I'm empathetic. But if you think about it, I think there's a bonus barrel there, right? No. Okay. If you think about it, like, what you're telling somebody is that you're sorry they told you about it. I know it's not really received or taken that way, but it's like, I mean, think about it. You're like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's like, I'm sorry you told me about that. Like, I wish you hadn't, kind of deal. And like I said, I know that's not how it's meant to be received or how it's used, but I just, when I figured that out, like when I thought about that for myself and I kind of figured that out, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna tell people that when they tell me bad news that something bad happened to them. I'm not gonna say that, because they may not personally take it that way, but like feeling that that's kind of how it could be interpreted, I don't want to like... Ow! Whoa, that was close. I kind of wanted to go back for that buddy barrel, but like, we're just gonna go for it. Watch out for the armadillos. Armadillos? Mr. Armadillo? There we go. Yeah, so like I said, after I like started thinking about that phrase that way, I decided I didn't want to say it. People are free to say whatever they want. I'm not going to stop them from it, but like the only person I ever care to like monitor what is said is myself, you know. I'll critique my own. What I won't say, I won't critique other people's. But moving on. So this is a new enemy. It's a claptrap that jumps when you jump. So be careful. This is what I was thinking of in that first level, the first temple level or mine level. Stop Go Station. That like I thought that one of the bonus barrels were like down like a pit. In the pit, wonderful. But yeah, no, it was in this level. It wasn't in that one. And the gimmick was like something to do with lights. I think this is the second to last level. Am I crazy? Am I remembering that right? Oh. Yeah, this is the second to last. This may just be the last episode. It might run a little longer because of the credits and stuff, but like, I think I'm just gonna finish it out on this one. Of course, you'll know better than I do by the end of this video. I don't know, just based on like, you know, it's already happened, I guess. Time is funny that way. Where, you know, I recorded the video in the past and it feels like it was recorded same day. But of course, as many times as I openly talk about like breaking the illusion about when it was recorded. Oh God. As many times as I break that illusion and just openly go, yeah, this was like done X amount of time ago. Like, I don't think anybody's ever going to get that impression with me. But I kind of just feel like it's important to say something about that, even if nobody cares. Because I was just thinking, you know, I mean, there's a lot of videos out there now that can kind of give you the idea of like recording a series. But if you're like a fresh face, which I kind of still am, but if you're a fresh face and you've never done a Let's Play before and you wanted to get started with it, like, you don't know anything. I didn't know anything either. I looked up a few things and to get started with it, and I kind of just know stuff from all the years of watching them, but you gotta be careful here. And you gotta be careful right at the end too. But like, because of this guy. There we go. But yeah, like, I mean, there's no real way of knowing where or how to get started. And so I'm just kind of like, the things that I've learned, I don't have a problem just expressing it. Like, you know, I guess to go back to that saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed. But, I don't mean that in the sense of like, you know, necessarily I'm like, oh, I'm going to make friends out of it. I just mean that as like, you know, I'll gladly share the techniques and knowledge that I've learned through it. I have no problems with that. Even though technically you would kind of be considered my competition. This is just a hobby, so I'm not trying to make money off of it. So I don't have a problem helping you out. Anyway, Yeah, so the gimmick of this level, and it's not really a very prevalent gimmick, other than riding the sheet metal platforms, is that there are going to be crushers in this level. I think we've already seen one or two of them. They're like gray. And those crushers, like Donkey Kong can't do anything to them. The only way to like take care of them is to like hit him with a barrel. Like that guy, all you can do is hit him with a barrel. You can't do him out. You can't do anything else. You try to jump on him, he'll knock you off into the pit. And as we know, the pit is wonderful. But this little last few minutes of this level is all about like the gimmick. Is this the one? Okay. I guess I've already passed it, but I keep like psyching myself out with like the Manky Kong right at the end. So this is literally the second to last fight. We got a purple. There was a gum. I don't remember what it was, but there used to be a gum that was grape flavored that looked just like that bird. And I used to call him that, like, that gum, but I don't remember what it was called. It's not zebra gum, which zebra gum used to be really good because, like, you know, the flavor lasted more than 10 seconds. So it used to last like 2 whole minutes and it was worth chewing then. But, alright, now's on to the final fight. Gotta try and dethrone the king here. Watch out, he's dangerous with that crown. He's like, you want the crown? Take it! Whoa. I think you only have to hit him like 9 times. Maybe 10 times. Now he starts to jump. He drops cannonballs down from the ceiling. I honestly think that, in my opinion, this fight is harder than Donkey Kong Country 2 with Captain K. Rool. But it's really not that bad. But then again, like, I played this game to death, so it's probably, you know, results may vary. But, as I was saying, you know, like, I honestly think Donkey Kong Country 3 with Baron K. Roolenstein, like, that fight is, like, probably the hardest. And it's only because of certain variables in it. So, yeah, this will be, like, the last hit. Alright, roll credits, guys. We did it. Donkey Kong, we gotta sail all the way back to the island over there. All the coding was done by Claptrap, characters were by Krusha, coloring was by Critters, concept was Clump, commander was King K. Rool. Is it the end? Hang on a second. I don't think those were the credits. Alright, you want to immediately duck. This is where this fight can get real tough. But, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Like, the last one is the hardest bit. Right here, because of the little bunny hops. And that's it. Game over, man. We did it. What did we do? We got our bananas back. Because the whole plot of this game is that the Kremlings stole your banana hoard, and I didn't show the empty banana hoard, but you know what? I'll leave that to your imagination. So, all that's left now is just him to go check on the horde, and then the roll credits. And there's the horde. Yeah, if you come in here at any point, it's underneath the house, tree house. If you come in there at any point before beating the game, there's no bananas there. But if you go back into the game after you beat it, there's the banana horde still there. But yeah, you get this like kind of like sentimental music playing in the background to the credits. I really like the Donkey Kong Country 2 credit theme, but this one kind of like, you know, almost brings a tear to my eye. Almost. Not quite though. There's Chomps Jr. and there's Chomps. But yeah, I mean that's it. It's Donkey Kong Country. I hope and we're gonna let the credits play out, but I hope if you watched the series you enjoyed it. I hope it was fun. Maybe you learned something. If you didn't, I just hope you had a good time with it. But yeah, I mean, that's another one down. I don't really know what I'm going to do next. I kind of have a couple of ideas. But like I said, I haven't really plotted it out. But, you know, I got plenty of time to figure something out before this series is finished. And you know, maybe the gum I was thinking about when it comes to that purple necky, maybe it was the grape flavored bubble tape. Might have been that one. Anyway, yeah. By the time this one goes up, I'll already know what I want to do and have it. If not, it's being completed, then it's being worked on. Because if it's the one I'm thinking of, I'm not joking when I said that it'll probably be the longest one I've done so far. But I will have to see if it's in the cards, you know what I mean? There's Funky. We didn't talk to him at all. Technically, we didn't talk to Cranky either. We got Diddy, and we got Donkey. And they're going to put a little skit on for us. It's going to be a little comedy duo. Oh, you know how it was in the 90s. Everybody went around beating on each other. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. That, you know, if you did that, you went to jail for assault. He did it using one life, and it took him less than an hour. You know, I'm starting to really realize that, like, Cranky reminds me of my dad. Because, I mean, he's getting to that age now, but at the same time, like, he's always, you know, jokingly, quote unquote, I don't know, maybe, jokingly made, like, comments like that about, like, how great and skilled he is at doing something, about how it took, like, he was able to do something in, like, you know, half the time it normally takes people, you know what I mean? But, like, I understand that was just him joking about it, but that, you know, that scene just reminds me of my dad, I guess. But, yeah, we're just letting the credits run out. I'll end it once it's over with. I want to express again that I appreciate it if you watched the series. I hope you had a great time with it. I had a real good time playing it. I hope it showed through with, like, how energetic I was about playing it. If it didn't, that's okay. But yeah, I hope you had a great time with it. I had a great time making it. Hope you have a great, wonderful, excellent day.